Time for weather with Alan Rose. We've been sitting here talking about the big surf and the surfing and all that. I have to admit that I spent most of the day logging in all these different websites trying to see the surf rise all day long.
We know your favorites.
So many vantage points, really some great views.
Yeah, and I mean, this is exciting for us for summer. We typically don't get a lot of rainfall. We mostly deal with the calm, quiet weather, the marine layers, some cool temperatures, maybe a little bit of a warm-up. But this high surf, it's a big deal. And it's all being generated by Hurricane Marie, now down to a Category 2 storm. But at one point, it was a major hurricane, a Category 5 hurricane, with winds over 150 miles an hour. And all of this energy, churning about 800 miles south of our coastline, is heading in our direction. In fact, already arriving tonight, especially out towards Malibu. We showed you some of the live cam action earlier outside of Malibu, parts of Orange County, and now beginning to appear in Ventura County. Looking at the clouds and radar loop, other than that high surf, it's a very quiet night up and down the coast. Temperatures still warm after seeing some warmer numbers out there today. We're at 77 in Santa Barbara. Lots of sunshine still in Goleta, 71 degrees. 66 for Lompoc, 72 in Ventura, and now down to 72 degrees in Santa Maria. Looking at the fog tracker, don't think we're going to see much in the way of marine layer overnight tonight into tomorrow morning. Maybe a little bit out towards Lompoc or the 5 cities, but most of us, especially the south coast and into Ventura County, should wake up to plenty of sunshine and end the day that way as well. Again, the areas most likely to see it would be out towards the central coast. Earlier today in Santa Barbara, it was warmer, as I mentioned, yesterday in the upper 70s. Today, middle 80s, above average by about 8 degrees, but not quite into record territory. That was 94 last set back in 1931. Looking ahead, some hotter days ahead in the forecast, and that high surf continuing through much of the week. The storminess stays well off to the east as low pressure moves out of the forecast and high pressure settles in from the eastern Pacific. This is going to help to thin out that marine layer. So again, more areas likely waking up with sunshine instead of the low clouds and fog, ending the day that way as well. And temperatures that will be heading into sizzling territory. 90s and triple digits possible in those hotter valleys. Looking at your forecast tomorrow, mostly sunny. That high surf advisory in Santa Barbara could see sets near 6 to 10 feet tomorrow afternoon. 80 apiece in Santa Maria and Orcutt. We'll see 93 in Santa Ynez, up to 95 in Cuyama. Hot as well in Paso, 97, 82 for Slow, 70 apiece in Morro Bay and Pismo Beach. Ventura County looking at some 90s around Ojai, upper 80s in Santa Paula, and 80s out towards Camarillo and Oxnard. The other big concern, the coastal flooding threat, especially for low-lying areas because of the south swell. Tomorrow's high tides about 11:30 in the morning and 11:15 at night, and that means they're about 5 feet above mean sea level. So with the ocean elevated, the high surf rolling in, some of those low-lying areas will be susceptible to flooding. So keep that in mind if you're heading down to the ocean during those times of the day. Back on land in Santa Barbara, very warm out there. Could be even warmer Thursday and Friday, and breezy as well before we gradually start to cool things down through the holiday weekend. Santa Maria, 80s back into the forecast here tomorrow, and they're sticking around right on through the end of the work week before we cool back into the 70s by the weekend. Lompoc area, less marine layer means more sunshine, upper 70s in your forecast Thursday and Friday. And here's those sizzling temperatures we talked about. Paso Robles, upper 90s, lower 100s, even with the cool down temperatures by Labor Day, still right around 90. And with that cool down, we will see a return to more normal or average temps, but very nice weekend ahead.